Season 2, Episode 6. Here.
Oh,
6.
Is
We've
it
been doing this 6 weeks?
Could it really be?
Crazy.
Jiminy?
Holy moly.
Episode 6!
All right, I have to ask everyone on the call a favor tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Is if you see viscera stuck between my teeth, let a sister know.
Okay. Listen, you and I will keep an eye on each other. Okay.
Okay.
You look great so far.
Thank you.
You got a little no.
Ah, dang it.
A little gristle. Oh, that's disgusting. Disgusting.
What a
Just
way to
wash-
kick things off. Yeah.
Just wash it
Boy.
down with a little bit of blood.
Cannibalism, am I right?
Am I
Yeah.
right?
What's
Am
that
I right?
out of your teeth there, Kay? Is it from last episode? I hope not.
Human man.
I've just been so busy chewing the scenery.
Ew.
Oh,
There she is.
pop Nelly Furtado's Maneater on the Olivia playlist, which if you haven't listened to Maneater in a while, go
Do
treat
yourself a favor, yeah.
Maneater by Nelly Furtado fucks.
Was this from your ladies' night that you had this week? Were you listening to Nelly?
Oh, no, I was just making a Maneater reference at our friend Olivia the Cannibal.
Got it.
Is it the
Got it,
Simon and Garfunkel song just sung by Nelly Furtado? Or is
Are
it
you serious?
Boy, I wish it
First,
was.
I have two.
Boy, I wish that
I
existed.
am serious. That
First
might
of
be
all-
embarrassing for me, I realize.
First of all,
now,
how
but-
dare you?
Oh.
Second of all, I think you're thinking of Hall & Oates.
Holland, I was thinking of Holland
Oh.
Oates.
And third of all, no.
My favorite recording artist, Holland Oates.
Holland
Oates.
Holland Garfunkel.
Stone ground.
From
And
Holland.
Garfunkel. Yeah.
Holland and Garfunkel. Right. You know,
Yeah,
the famous
Holland
band.
Oates and Simon Garfunkel. They were an unstoppable duo.
Look out, boy, she'll tear you up.
Ravencloud.
Well done, Kay. That was
was-
big work.
That was clever.
big work. Okay. All right.
Ravencloud
enough
in the
faffing about
chat got a new tat this weekend
it. Uh-oh.
and was
Hey.
mentioning how addicting they are, to which
Uh-oh.
I would like to shout out Ned's partner, Kelly, who gave me my tattoo. I'll show it off now.
Oh, look at that.
Tattoo reveal.
The little
Wow.
acorn. Yeah. Kelly.
I had a fabulous experience. If Ned, you want to throw any of her information in the chat.
Oh yeah. Kel _tattoos on Instagram. She is starting out. She is kicking butt as she does it. She's done a number of cool skulls that I have on my arm. I've got this guy with an arrow going through his eye, and then I've got this little guy on the arm there that she did. And then I also have one on the back of my calf. Yeah, you know, you end up being the canvas. That's what you start to realize.
So, yeah. And how noble of you, Ned, to.
Well, listen, in my defense, I was not the first. I was not the first, but I have gotten a fair amount of her tattoos, and she's very, very modestly priced, and she is very, very good at what she does, and I'm very, very proud of her.
Yay.
With
Shout out to
that,
Kelly.
shout out to Kelly. With that being said, Campbell, would you be so kind to take us to content warning and giveaway corner, because we have something very important to announce.
Indeedy. So we are now headed into the second half of the campaign, and we are switching up the giveaways a little bit because Ned has been behind the scenes working. So
Working.
working.
Work.
So the first thing that will be available for you to win at tonight's giveaway, if you hang out until our mid-show break, when at some point in the first half I will come up with something clever for you to post on our most recent Instagram post, which if you go to Instagram at Critical Fail DM, you will see a picture of these dices, which me and Ned have determined look like gummy sharks.
They really do. They really do look like gummy shark.
It's the exact
They look like-
colors
Wow,
of
yeah.
those gummy sharks.
It's the exact gummy shark. And
Love those
these
gummy
dice come from our friends at Thirsty Dice in Fairmount, Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to Thirsty Dice. I've been it is a game shop
Don't
right
eat those
across the
dice.
street.
If you win, don't eat those.
Don't
dice.
eat them. Yes, it's a game shop right across the street from the rehearsal studio that we use at the Wilma. So I've just been popping over and saying hi to them. I also got from there a super cute shirt that says "The Gang Rolls for Initiative." Also, shout out to Kazi in the chat. Kazi came to visit us recently, and I got
Yeah.
Kazi a Thirsty Dice shirt to commemorate their time back in Philly.
Heck yeah,
So
heck
you
yeah.
get the gummy shark dice. And also, why don't I kick it to you, Ned, to explain the second half of the giveaway?
Sure, absolutely. So, because we have had such splendiferous success with people watching our stream and with the content that we've been producing as a group here at Goon Files, Arc Dream Publishing has been kind enough for our last 5 episodes to be giving our giveaway winner a PDF version of Jack Frost. So you will have a chance to win the adventure in PDF form through Drive-Through RPG. And so what that'll look like is we will get the giveaway winner's information. They can create a Web Thespian says, "Holy hound of Tindalos!"
Don't you dare.
Yeah, so yeah, don't you dare. How dare you? Too soon. So yes, so we will be able to
Have you no
get your
shame?
information. And then if you don't have a if you don't yeah, I know. Sierra
And
Barry.
I did notice that.
That's good. That's funny. So if you do not have a drive-through RPG account, they are free to start. They're totally an awesome platform. Most TTRPG players use them to download their game devices, and most of the publishing houses that we work with, that's how we get our free content. They send us the PDF so that we can go through them and we can research them and learn how to play the games that we then do on stream. So we will get to that nitty-gritty later, but you will be able to win Jack Frost, the PDF. Oh, so awesome. So awesome.
You can play it with your friends.
And then you can run your own Jack Frost campaign. Yeah.
Which is currently killing all of us. So have fun.
Yeah.
Hey, to whoever wins, message me later. Tell me how it goes.
Tell me
Tell me how to win.
How do you win?
Tell me how to
Tell me the secrets.
You need cheat
Tell me the
codes.
secrets.
Be my game shark.
So yes, gummy shark dice. Literally the PDF of the thing that we are playing from the publishers who published it. And also, while we're here, I will content warning corner, which is that last time Kay started eating somebody. And so we have a new thing to add to our list. There has been guns, sexiness, people died, and then Kay ate somebody. So who knows what the fuck is going to happen next. If you need a break, take a break. Have a seltzy. Have some bubbles. They're good for your brain. Eat a banana. Come back when it's fun. That's all.
Asgar, hello from Korea. I see
Oh,
that you can't stay long, but
shout-out!
thanks for the
Oh.
hellos and thanks for joining in. We're always glad to have you here.
Very cool.
So, if you're new here and you don't know what Delta Green is about, surprisingly, it's not about cannibalism. It's also not about guns.
Could have fooled me.
I know. It's not about a bug hunt, but most importantly, it's not about understanding. Delta Green is about the end. The end of everything. Your family, everyone you know, your country, all life on Earth. It's about the end of everything and your place in it, because you'll end too. That's what the fear is about. That's what the game is about. it's not about winning, and it's not about the advancement of your character, and it's not about the best weapon or the most clever plan. Delta Green is about the end of everything and how much of it you'll live to see. Welcome. I'm Ned Iannicone, and I'll be your handler this evening for episode 6 of season 2 of Goon Files, Project Frostbite. We cut to.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
We cut to a cooking show. Welcome to How to Serve Man. I'm Julia Child.
If you
Clip
can't
that.
kill your own man, store-bought is fine.
You're going to want to remove the teeth and the calcium deposits.
Oh,
Liver gets a
God.
bad reputation, but the
I'm
point,
Julia Children.
That's it! Julian!
And here you thought we were going to jump headfirst into intense drama.
No,
Nope.
we can't.
We can't.
You know what we do here.
Exactly.
We know what we're about.
But at that moment, we cut to the inside of this morgue. And inside the morgue, we see.
Wait, Ned! I can barely hear you! Over the tunes!
Oh, the tunes are too loud.
Thank
The music is so
you.
loud.
I don't want to
Hold on.
miss anything. I'm already feeling intense.
How's that, Campbell? Can you hear me over the tunes now?
Certainly. You can pump them back up if they get too quiet. I'm good now.
It was just a climactic moment.
Okay.
Dramatic swell.
We cut to the inside of this morgue where most of you are actually wearing your hazmat suits. We did not actually say that. However, before you went in there, remember, you did pull the hazmat suits to put them on before you started investigating these bodies.
We did.
We see this strange look in Olivia's eye from the camera, and maybe a twitch of some sort. And suddenly, she rips off her headpiece and lunges for the corpse on the table with intent to eat it. We are going into initiative. So I need
Louise.
everybody's dexterity, please.
X times 5, yeah?
Yes.
40.
Okay.
Inspiration
for you in the chat, Liv.
Excellent. All right. Well, mine is 75. My dex times 5. I'm a dexy lady.
65 for David.
I have 45.
So, if I am not mistaken, the count will go Olivia, David, Teddy, Daphne.
Sounds good.
Okay. Olivia,
Yes.
you take off your helmet and lunge into this body and begin to consume any flesh that you can get into your mouth. You begin to just eat. Everybody roll a sanity check.
Oh, hell.
Except for Olivia.
I already rolled mine.
You already rolled yours.
You did
That's
it.
what got us into this situation.
Oh, shoot. Sanity. Oh. Oh, dear, no. 85 over 72.
64 over 63.
57 under 68.
That is so crazy because it's
Yeah.
almost like the story is fucking telling itself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Teddy, David, you both are so caught off guard that she suddenly begins to convulse and lunge into this corpse in this unnatural way and begin to consume flesh, which is absolutely unnatural. Roll me a d4, please, and tell me what you get. And how does this manifest for you two?
Oh, I got a 4.
Oh no!
Does that mean I lose 4?
You take 4 points of sanity damage. David?
I got 2.
Okay, you take 2 points of sanity damage as you see viscera flying as her hands dig in deeper and she begins to, like, you could hear the squelching and the crunching of teeth and flesh. Daphne, you succeed your sanity roll. You take 1 point of sanity damage from this. Teddy and David, what does this look like for you? Like, how does this manifest in the both of you?
I think for David, it's just like I freeze, which is so like out of the ordinary for me, and I just like don't react right away.
I took a solid 4, so I think I fully like fall backwards and I'm like scrambling away on all like kicking my feet out and moving backwards on my hand, like just kind of like backwards trying to scramble away from what's happening. Just being like, oh shit, Olivia, you should have said something. We would have stopped for lunch.
God dang it.
Get out of here.
The girl with glasses, 3153. She's a man eater.
Man eater.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where'd you go?
Ah, yes, that famous Simon and Garfunkel.
that famous Hall and Garfunkel Simon and Oates song.
Listen, they're very. They're interchanged. Their music all sounds the same to me. You like
Harmon and Goatfunkel.
It's just they're both bands of 2 men harmonizing beautifully. I'm sorry, I mix them up sometimes.
Okay,
Unforgivable.
we should have stopped at Arby's for you. I'm sorry we didn't.
Ah, dang.
You know what?
The city morgue. We have the meats.
I would prefer the corpse.
Daphne, you in this moment steel yourself. What does that look like? How does Daphne and
I don't trust this lady. I have not trusted this lady from the beginning, and now she's pulling this shit, and I don't know if she's a spy or a Cthulhu monster or both. And she's been sent along with us. Someone knew she was a ticking time bomb, hoping she would kill all and eat all of us. I don't know her. I was not on Operation Fulminate. I am stone cold. Can I do anything?
on your turn you may. David, you have the first initiative.
So my thought is, like, the initial freeze, maybe like Teddy yelling snaps me out of it.
Yeah.
Would I still get to react this turn, or do you think that would set me behind an initiative?
Let me make a roll for it. Let me determine that, because that's a fair point. You do make a strong argument. The fact that Teddy, perhaps the shock of the sanity is what keeps you kind of tunnel visioned. But that initial yelling and screaming and scrambling, and maybe the kicking of boots against sterile steel gurneys flying back as Teddy is rummaging is what wakes you up. You may do one thing. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I saved the day.
I would like to try to jump on Olivia and choke hold her.
Okay. I'm gonna need a grapple. It's essentially like I'm gonna need a unarmed combat from you.
Okay.
To attempt to get her in, what, like a full Nelson? Are you gonna get her in?
Like a choke hold.
Oh, like a
under
sleeper
the
hold.
neck.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is a 10. Under what am I? What is this you want? Unarmed? Oh,
Unarmed
10 under
combat.
60 unarmed
Great.
combat.
A well success. Olivia, would you please tell me your unarmed combat?
My unarmed combat is 65. Wait, can I roll it?
You don't have control over your character, my dear.
Yeah, but I can roll the dice. It's still random. It's just as random if I roll it.
Well, I don't know if you would have liked to rolled it, because
okay.
I rolled a crit success.
Jesus. God.
I rolled an 11 under 65. David, you go to get your arms around her, and you do. You get that hold. You've got her, and you're like, I'm gonna choke her out. I'm gonna make sure that this ends right here. And at the last second, you feel the unmistakable sharp pain of head skull hitting your nose as she flings her head back and just completely just catches you off guard. And maybe there's a little bit of blood, just maybe like a pocket burst in that moment, and you stumble back. You will take 1 point of damage from that as she swings her head back to do that and goes right back into the corpse.
Jesus.
Teddy, it is your
Christ.
turn.
I don't think I can manage. I think he's just. Yeah. Why is she doing it? Why is she eating that man? Oh shit, Olivia! Is she gonna eat us next? That's my turn.
That's your turn. Daphne, the floor is yours.
Oh boy. All right. I want to run up behind her. I feel like I'm behind her. Teddy's on my left, crawling away. David runs in on my right. As I'm like taking my gun out, I'm watching David run in on my right and get headbutt by her. I'm gonna come up right behind her and grab her left arm and twist it behind her back.
Okay.
And I want to just slam her into the wall.
Great. So that's going to be an unarmed combat for you. You do have your gun drawn, so I'm going to give you a +10 to that because you can use that as like a maneuvering factor. You can like dig it into her hip as you move her into the wall.
Okay. Yes. 13 under 70.
Wow.
Ooh, doggy.
And that beats my 14 under 65. Congratulations.
Whoa!
You get her away from the body, and
Yeah.
you get the arm up, and you can see her shoulder go up.
Yeah, I'm looking at her left arm, like reaching into this corpse. I come up behind her and just grab it, twist it behind her arm, and walk her over to the wall. Boom! And slam her like cheek into the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Nice.
And all you
Balance,
hear from
balance.
her
Ah!
I'm holding her. It like
Great. You succeeded the check, so you have her restrained. We go back in initiative to David. David, would you like to aid in the restraint?
Yeah.
What would you like to do, bud?
Yeah, so whatever seems like it would be most helpful. I don't know if I like grab the other arm or something,
Sure.
or like
Yeah.
if I got something to tie her up with, maybe.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I'm
Sure
sure
you
we got
Zip
yeah.
ties? You probably
Yeah,
have zip ties.
Yeah, so I'll real quick like zip tie. I guess I'll like because you got what the arm crank
I've
you
got-
said, right?
if you come up trying to assist, I would help guide her into you so you have both of her arms behind her back, and I'm gonna point my gun at her face.
Cool. Yeah. Then so we'll do that, and then when we get our hands together, I'll zip tie him real quick, and then hold her so that Daphne can then just has free hands, and I got her restrained.
Great.
I come up.
Fantastic.
I pull out a spare pair of my extra winter socks from my coat pocket, and I stuff it into her mouth so that she can't
Oh,
bite
God.
anybody.
Oh no!
Okay, now wait a minute. I want you to roll a search roll to make sure that they're clean or not. Are they clean or are they dirty? We'll say that you
let's
have them in
find
your.
out.
Yeah.
There's no
let's
way.
find out. I don't know. What do you search roll?
The choking was fine. The restraining was fine. The socks in my mouth, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that,
I'm gonna have to
punk.
roll for it.
Yeah, I got an 11. It's a critical success. So they are.
Jesus.
They are. I washed them in the river this morning, and so I come. I washed them in the river this morning.
He says
They're
as he shoves them into her mouth.
Don't worry, Olivia. I washed these in the. Where are we? We're in Yellowstone. Don't worry, Olivia. I washed these in a
We're in
geyser
Alabama.
this morning.
We're in
That Willis.
Alabama and it's frozen.
Oh,
It's okay. He just had a sanity break. You know that he thinks he's in Yosemite again.
Sure.
We'll get those
That-
big dudes, Olivia.
That, with the three of you joining in the restraint of Olivia, takes us out of combat. You have her restrained. After 10 minutes of what seems like the hardest fight of your life to hold her down, it subsides. Olivia, you come to with the three people you were around restraining you, and your hands, face, and chest are covered in viscera and gore.
I don't think I notice it on me at first. At first, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this like being captured sends me into like panic mode. I wake up and I'm like, Gah, what the fuck are you doing? Get off! Get off of me!
Yeah.
I think David's got her wrestled down so that they're both kind of like on their knees on the ground. And I'm just gonna walk right up to her and point my gun in between her eyes. Who are you here with? What the fuck is your problem?
My problem? What the fuck is your problem? Get that fucking gun out of my face!
I push it into her forehead. And I look over at David. I don't fucking know this bitch. You're gonna have to give me a really good reason not to put her down. She is not on our fucking team, and she's not in her right mind.
Listen, I don't have an explanation for you, but last time she was a reliable teammate. I didn't see this coming.
And
So
come on.
either, yeah, I don't know, Teddy. What do you think?
I mean, give her a chance, Daff. Listen, last time we were doing a job for Portman, we saw all kinds of things that made us lose our minds. You know, I mean, I lost my mind in the dance club, and Diana Rester, you know, she saw that crazy macaroni sign on her computer and plumb lost her mind. It's in the line of work. We don't need to be blowing each other's heads off just because we're being a bit frantic.
She was always on our team, though. Diana was always on our team. I don't know this lady. And I don't want to be fucking around with this time. I got a fucking family this time. I'm not messing around.
Liv, you better start talking.
Who's
Olivia,
Diana?
Olivia, give me a search roll
Not great at those.
to notice that your hands are covered in gore.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not great at searching. No, that's a failure. 50 something. My search is like 21.
Great. Yeah, you're still enthralled.
My
by
hands are
everything
tied
that's
behind my
going on.
back. I have no idea. Yeah. Who's Diana? As this gun is still pointing at my forehead. Do you guys have seems like you guys have a pretty high turnover rate for teammates, huh?
Yeah, you want to make it faster? Why are you on... What are you doing on Harris's team? Why is he
We're-
calling you?
I don't know. He called me, and I got a call, same as you. I'm a Delta Green agent. When I get those calls, I can't refuse them.
What just happened just now? Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you heard. What the fuck happened?
How much do I recall?
You recall everything of what you just saw, like the stuff that I told you before you lost ability of your character. So you saw
Sure.
glowing mists, shimmering and swirling in the night sky, coalescing into cold green stars. And you relay this to Daphne. The stars are
I don't think
eyes.
I do, actually. I don't
Oh,
think
you
I
don't?
do. I
Okay.
think, yeah, no, I think she starts going back and trying to remember, because I think Daphne asks that, and it's a little bit like, whoa, actually, wait, what did happen? because all like I think like when she comes to, it just feels like she blacked out, and all of a sudden she's like on the ground being restrained.
Great. So to answer your question, I'll let you role play. To answer your question, yes, you remember all of the images that you saw, and you can investigate that further later with the researchers, or you can keep that to yourself.
Okay. Do I? So, and I also recall being eating the body. Yay? Nay?
No.
Okay.
You still right now have no idea why they're holding you down.
Okay. Hydration check, everybody.
Oh God.
We need it.
It's tense in here. Everybody, take a sip.
So, I think you ask her that. You ask her that,
kidding, it's
Daphne,
one.
and I think you notice, or maybe you do. I don't know. I think I'll roll to see how well I can hide it. But I think just for a brief second, she's like, her like eyes sort of dart off to the side a little bit, and she goes, "I don't fucking know. I was dissecting a body, and now I'm on the floor. Why don't you fill in the gaps for me, special agent?" And let me see. Like, what is a what would be a good thing to like try to hide on my face that I just remembered all that shit I saw?
Oh yeah.
What would be a good thing to roll for that?
Yeah,
Persuade, maybe?
yeah, persuade or disguise. You could do one or the other. Yeah, give me whichever one you want. Persuade or disguise.
I'm gonna pick disguise. I'm actually worse at it, but I think I like that story better.
Like
Can
you're
I roll-
disguising what you're saying.
Can I roll anything to catch this?
Sure. Yeah. You can roll either a psychotherapy or a psychology roll to try to pick up on her manipulative skills, what she's
That's
doing to you.
13 under 30 for me.
Okay.
Under 30. Oh God, my psychotherapy is a 32. Let me see. Nah, fuck. No, I rolled a 50.
Yeah. So you don't know, Daph. You are. Yeah. You can't tell what game she's playing. But for all you know, she's still playing the game.
I'm shaking my
And
head.
Diana,
I pull my
you
gun
know that
off
Daphne
her.
didn't capture anything.
Olivia.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, too
It's
soon.
actually it's high praise.
Yeah. And Olivia, you know that she didn't glean any idea of what you're doing here.
Yeah, but I still don't know. I still don't know that I'm covered in blood and viscera. I still don't know that I went after that corpse. I do know that I think I get the inkling that I successfully hid those like the visions. Like
Yes.
I don't think she's clued into the fact that I'm seeing things.
Olivia, do you remember anything from the last few minutes, maybe?
I remember that if you call me Diana one more fucking time, I don't know who she is or who she is to you, but she is not me.
You're right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, cards on the table, Olivia. I'm sorry. Diana was someone who worked with us before, and didn't make it through our last mission, and it turned us all up a little bit. At least I know it did me. And I was like hearing her voice on the radio. That's what got me hearing the.
Wait, what?
Well, that's neither here nor there. We can talk about that later. But point being, Olivia, look, y'all, when we get sent on these jobs, it's just us. You know, it's just us. Nobody's gonna look out for us but each other when we're on these missions. You know, and I know it's tense, and I know we don't all, you know, might not get along and go for a beer once the job is all over, but we gotta at least be able to not shoot each other when we are working. Can we all agree on that?
I agree with you there, Teddy, but Olivia, you better start talking.
I remember dissecting a body, and then I remember being held down on the floor with my hands tied behind my back, which means I can only assume that you sent this Neanderthal to bash my head against the table and hold me down.
Now, hold on.
Diana, give me a alertness
Oh
roll.
my
Yeah,
Stop
gosh.
dude.
calling me
Sorry,
Oh my
Olivia.
God.
Olivia.
Oh no.
Olivia, give me a alertness roll. Sorry, I'm thinking Daphne and Olivia. It's
okay.
getting me turned around.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm very good
Olivia,
at alertness.
please give me an alertness roll.
Wow. Shit. 96 over 80.
Holy shit!
I
Yeah,
think
you are so hyped up and amped up in this debate and this argument that you can't. You're still unable to gather what's going on.
Can we
Yeah.
let her up? Can we let her up? I think she's come out of whatever spell she was under.
All right, but just to be clear, just in case you forgot, and I'll walk over to where the dead body is, and I'll point it out with my gun, and said, "Yeah, we were doing an autopsy, and then you ate our DB."
The fuck? What?
Yeah.
And I'll walk over and I'll fucking like slap my hand against her chest and pull her up, and then show her my hand with blood all over it.
Olivia, as you look at the blood, your vision starts to blur a little bit. And as you look down, you smell iron. You taste that metallic taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You look at your hands. You see the blood on your hands. Give me a sanity roll.
Yeah, I thought she might say that. I think now's an excellent time to use that inspiration the chat gave me, so I'm
Hey
gonna go ahead
now,
and do
also
that.
Teddy, you got
I
some
got
too.
one too. Thanks, y'all.
also, just to note, Olivia's hands are still zip tied. We let her up. We didn't unzip tie
Yeah,
her
I think
hands.
maybe I see it like all over my.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Yeah. So minus the hands on her, the blood on her hands, she can smell and taste it
But
in her
yeah,
mouth.
and if she looks down, she can probably see it on her chest.
Sanity. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. That's an 8 under 57.
Great. You take 1 point of sanity damage.
Lovely.
I will say that had you failed that roll, you would have taken a D10
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
for having committed cannibalism.
Yeah.
Olivia, will you please mark one of your helplessness boxes
Yeah.
in
that just-
adjusting to helplessness?
My sheet looks a little different than all of yours. Do those just tick up? Like, do I just add one, basically? I just have a
So
number.
on the sheet, you'll see that
Yeah,
there's
there's 3 boxes.
3 boxes.
Okay.
There's 3 for violence and 3 for helplessness. This was
Okay.
entirely one of your helplessness becoming conditioned to it.
Got it. Okay, cool. I think the sanity loss is still like a hit, but I think because I passed, she kind of keeps her cool, and just kind of looks at the blood on her, and looks over at the body, and I think to Teddy, she'll just say, "Would you mind putting my hazmat mask back on me, please?"
Yes, ma'am.
But give me a con roll first.
Ooh, con times 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Trying to get under 50. 50-50 chance. Got it. 12.
Okay. Your body purges what you just ate. So as you're saying that, you're like, "Can you hand me your?" And you just
Oh, wait, no. I think she goes, "Teddy, would you mind getting me my hazmat mask?" And as he's about to put it on, she's like, "Wait, 1 second."
Do you want me to hold your hair?
I'm ready now.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll put it back on her and zip it up. And her face remains motionless and the same the entire time I'm putting the helmet back on. It's just that face the entire time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Olivia. Well, now, all right. Well, see, now we're getting somewhere. Not trying to kill each other no more. Let's try and figure out what just happened. Now, don't feel too bad, Olivia, because we see all kinds of crazy shit in this line of work. I mean, I saw Harry Jack, and I thought I was gonna die for sure. But you know, nothing. Never say never, I guess.
Are we done here?
I think so. Did we get what we needed to from all these, these fellers?
They're cold. They're frozen. Everybody's fucking frozen. I don't want to be here anymore.
They're also slightly radioactive.
That
in
was the
case you
other
all
thing.
forgot.
We were meant to be taking readings here too. Why don't we get that fancy Ghostbuster machine and head on outside, see if we can't find something worth finding? Or why don't I do that and y'all just take a minute maybe? Okay, bye.
Oh, hey, welcome Crit Hit Chronicles, who just joined us and hit us with a hydration check.
Oh,
Yes,
hey,
I
Crit
think
Hit.
Olivia could use one to wash the taste out of
Yes.
her mouth.
Of human
Yeah,
flesh.
Wash those human flesh tastes.
Yes. Human flesh. It tastes even worse coming back than it did going down.
All right, team. So here's what I got. Autopsy revealed. Enzymes stopped working. They froze instantly all throughout the body. No sign of cell damage on the blood or skin. A little non-lethal radiation. All right. Is our autopsy concluded? I don't want to be really in a closed space with this lady.
No,
I
yeah,
think we
that's
got
fine.
what we needed.
But like
Yeah,
something
that
on
makes-
the body, but something on the body did that to Olivia, didn't it? I don't know. Right? Was it something in the body itself? Do you remember, Olivia, or what exactly happened before you lost your consciousness?
Why don't you ask Annie Oakley over there?
I leave. I walk out. I walk out and I go and stand in the snow and look up at the sky and just see what's going on up there.
As you walk outside, you're caught with a chill of wind that wasn't there before. And as you look up, you see that the clouds have completely overcast now, so you can't even see the stars. The Borealis is there, but it's clouded. And suddenly the storm starts to kick up, and you feel wind, and you feel snow is coming down regularly.
Okay. I'll run back in. So, can you give me the lay of the land? So we've traveled a bit. We went to the perimeter and then we came back here to the lab. Where is safety for us? Where is like home base? Where is Blue Fly? From
So
here.
Blue Fly is at the I will take you to the transition real quick. There we go. So if you look at the map, the Weather Watcher HQ is technically your home base. And that is also where you guys are right now with the bodies. That's like your morgue. It's like they've moved the bodies to like the outskirts so that they're not surrounded by dead, but they have set up like kind of a field morgue there at the Weather Watcher HQ. So you went down to Roadblock 5 to talk with Mike Johnson, and then you Lieutenant Mike Johnson, and then you and do the interrogation, and then you drove back up to the Weather Watcher HQ to inspect the bodies. And at this time, the storm is starting to come back.
So I'll see that and kind of back in,
Mm-hmm.
like holding my hazmat mask under my arm. I'll walk in. We gotta hunker down. Storm's coming. I don't know how cold it's gonna get.
Oh, you think another one of them snap freezes? What done this whole place over?
Just so we're in HQ. Yeah, I feel like I'm rushing out of the lab into like this main research area, trying to get eyes on our girl. What was her name? Bimmel.
Bimmel, yeah, talk to Bimmel. Yes. And you see her, and she's looking at this kind of at these like reading, these they're not Geiger counters, but like the like kind of like the earthquake machine, but it's like a like a Richter scale kind of, but it's going haywire. And she's like, it looks like the storm front's coming in.
Storm's brewing, Bimmel. Where
Yes.
do we go?
Well,
we have heat here from the generators outside. It's best to probably stay inside and not travel outside anymore tonight.
They're not going to do us any good if the fuel freezes.
Well, no, you're right. I suppose we could gather some of the wood furniture in the other room, start a fire. But I'm only reading 22 degrees right now outside.
All right, you just let us know if that starts to plummet.
Yes, of course. Well, you'll be able to feel it.
All right. Well, we just did an autopsy.
What
And
did you
I'll-
find?
We're inconclusive.
They froze instantly. Not like cell damage. Not enough cell damage to.
I'm sorry.
I just
Are
can
you
you just
covered in blood?
Yeah, from the autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little hectic, they're emphatic in their autopsying, but consummate professionals, you can be assured.
Right. Well, yes. So you're saying that cell structure,
And so you start telling her these notes, and she
Mhm.
starts writing it down. She goes, "That doesn't make any sense.
a body frozen like that should have cell deterioration. The eyes should be imploded. Did you tell me in the eyes? Did you see any rupturing of membranes or cells?
You see any rupturing of membranes or cells, Olivia?
I don't believe I did. Is that? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was none.
No.
It's almost like they were cryogenically frozen. Like the tissue and the skin and the blood vessels, none of that was damaged. Yet they were all dead. They had all died.
Yeah. Yeah. No rupturing. It was as if they were frozen. Were normal 1 second and frozen the next.
What
I
I
can't
don't
explain
get,
it.
what I don't get
It's like
is why they're
cryo.
not still alive, like Walt Disney's head.
Could they be reanimated if they're frozen like that?
I mean, theoretically, perhaps, but you would have to find a way to restart the heart while the body is still frozen and continue to keep the brain. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. No. Once the body
Not
has
possible
died, the brain.
with our technology, or not possible ever.
As far as human researchers are concerned, what we have uncovered to this date, I mean, what you're proposing is on par with Dr. Frankenstein.
I just heard something about that. I just turn and look at David.
That's all he
Look.
gives you is a shake. This is all above David's head. David's not a science guy.
I think perhaps maybe all of you could use with a little rest.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on at the moment. Yes, the temperature is dropping, but it is December, and we are in a cold front.
You got
Perhaps
a
maybe
phone we could call home.
of course. Yes. Yes, the SATCOM is in the other room there with the AFOSI officers.
Sure. Can you
They
show
monitor
us?
it.
You show us where our bunks are, and maybe we can make a few phone calls.
Yes.
And she leads you into like a room that's for the researchers, and you see like a couple of like different researchers are just kind of like one of them sitting there playing solitaire, and then there's another one that's like kind of doing some math equations about some of the readings that they've been having on like the Geiger numbers that they've been pulling in. But yeah, you see they're just one pillow, cot with a wool blanket. It's pretty standard military kind of FEMA, emergency kind of reparation. Like it's not the word I'm looking for. The emergency kind of like supplies that they've gathered for spur of the moment events.
Is it a room full of a bunch of cots, or is this our room?
It's like a hostel. It's a bunch of cots. There's no privacy. It's like everybody, you go in there to sleep and then you go back out and you do your work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll throw my stuff on a bed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go find the phone.
Okay. Teddy, do you do anything? Olivia?
Well, thank you, Doctor. I hope we didn't disturb your sleep with all of our talk of reanimating and zombies and whatnot. We know that doesn't work in real life, except for Walt Disney's head and all. But other than that,
I'm sorry, Walt Disney's head.
oh, it's actually really fascinating. And then,
And like after a while, if you turn back, you see Teddy pontificating,
yeah.
and you see Dr. Bimmel has like a glass of wine, and she's just there with a notepad, like
Yeah. There's a thought bubble with a picture of Walt Disney's head in it. It's over top of the two of them.
Let me understand this. You're telling me that Walt Disney, the creator of Disney Inc., his head is frozen and preserved. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, and when they run out of ideas for new movies, they'll wake him up.
Oh no. That
cut to.
That
oh
happened
my
right, that
god.
happened that happened right around 2002.
Holy shit, Trevor. You've been laying that groundwork since Fulminate. You first referenced like Walt Disney's head, like in Fulminate, and just to get the payoff just now of that it's an idea machine.
And that, folks, is how you make a good goddamn joke.
Bring it right back home.
Oh, geez.
David, anything for you, sir?
I think I just like go into military mode and just like immediately crash on the nearest bunk.
Great. Okay, so you're gonna get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So the time right now is about 7:43 p.m. And it's like dark. Like Daphne, when you poked your head outside, it's like a southern winter dark. Pitch black. No moon, no nothing. So, great, David, you conk out.
Yeah,
Olivia?
like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, couple hours, whatever's available, I'll take.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're pretty conditioned to sleep wherever you need to. You're used to that. That's part of a SEAL's training is I can fall asleep standing up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Mm-hmm.
I think I go clean myself up.
Great.
And while I'm in the relative privacy of whatever water closet is available to me, I'm going to take out my burner phone and try to make a call.
Great. Yeah, so you get in there and you begin to work on yourself, and it's caked. Like your hands were in there, so you're like really scrubbing.
Yeah.
And trying to get it, and you can't shake that smell of iron, and it's in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I imagine you're trying to like get it off your tongue, and you're like maybe hysterical and like freaking out a little bit. And
Oh, baby girl.
Yeah, I know. I think she's trying really hard to keep it together. But she's also she's sort of trying to ride the bees, as it were, between sanity and insanity. Because she wants to remember the stuff that she saw. And in fact, I don't know if I have anything available to me to write stuff down, but if I did, I would do so.
I'm trying to think. You remember it pretty vividly.
Okay.
I will say that if you wanted to, I imagine I just have this image in my head, like this kind of like this film image of you're in the bathroom, and before you even clean off, you walk in, clothes and all, and with the blood on your hand, you just start writing on the shower wall, to get the notes down.
She's tempted,
drawing.
I had that thought too, and I think she's tempted to do that. But I think instead she would were there any? I keep forgetting the acronym. AFOSI. Is that
Yeah,
it? AFOSI.
Perfect. Yeah,
I think it'd be,
AFOSI.
A FOSI.
Air Force Office Special Investigations.
A Fusi.
A Fusi.
She goes. She before she. Yeah, I think she like almost starts to do that. She sees like the bathroom mirror or whatever, and she kind of like, bad idea. And like composing herself as much as she can, and yeah, she pokes her head out to the nearest AFOSI agent and goes, "Hey, soldier, you got a pen?"
Yeah. He like pulls one out of his breast pocket.
Mhm.
He hands it to you.
Paper?
For the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen, here's a composition book.
Hey,
For all-
Ted, you got paper?
What?
And he goes, I got a napkin.
That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work. And he hands you like a white paper like a coffee napkin, you know.
Yeah. With a wink. Thanks, soldier. And she goes, but she just like ducks back in. And yeah, she
Hold
like
on.
fervently writes.
Let me
down
roll a smitten check.
everything.
Roll not to fall in love.
It's hard. It's a hard DC
Oof.
with Olivia.
Okay. That agent's name is
I was just
Oh
gonna
my
ask.
gosh!
Agent Smitten.
Agent Smitten.
Smitten,
No.
stop daydreaming about the lovely ladies and get on the job!
I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying my best, sir.
Sorry,
God
I'm.
Damn it, those dreamy eyes of yours, Smitten.
Or my name's not Agent Twitter pated.
That's
his first
funny.
name is Pat. His last initial is C. He's Agent Patsy.
Oh.
Agent Patsy. That's Agent Gibbs. You see
Gibbs, okay.
his badge says Gibbs, and he's a pretty stand-up looking guy. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow, dark brown hair, and he looks to be about like 41.
Excellent.
Chiseled
All right.
jawline.
Consider him marked. Yeah, so she'll go in. She'll go in and she'll like start fervently writing down those notes.
Right. You have them.
And she'll write that down. She'll just to get because like I'm sure it still feels very dreamlike and like yes, the memories are very strong and vivid, but to quote the Bare Naked Ladies, like a dream you try to remember but it's gone. So she worries that it's just gonna like filter out of her head any moment, and so she'll write that down.
Fucking reset button.
When you're trying to scream, it only comes out as a yawn. When you and then she and after she writes it down, she'll make her phone call. But I know that some other people wanted to make phone calls too, so I'm okay to wait for that if you are wanting to do that.
Great. I leave the floor to you, ladies. Whoever's phone call would like to be first.
Stay in scene, Olivia.
Okay.
Olivia.
Well, I guess actually the bigger question is my burner phone capable of calling anyone other than Harris?
Yeah. I mean, it's a phone. You can use it. The only
Great.
saved contact is Harris.
Okay. That's fine because I'm going to be calling my only contact, my CIA handler and ex-husband, Evan Wilde.
Yay! Yay! Bonds! I love bonds.
We all love Bond.
So Ned, just to give you a little bit of context that I don't think I've told you in person yet or in writing yet. In the period of time between now and Operation Fulminate, Olivia was stuck behind her desk because she was recovering from the injury sustained during Operation Fulminate.
Yeah, the broken collarbone. Yeah.
And I think her relationship with Evan has gotten a little bit rekindled. It's a little bit complicated.
Uh-oh.
It's complicated, you say? That's my favorite kind.
Oh, the situationships in this.
It's a
frickin'
little
show.
bit complicated. They're sitting at desks. They're like, I think their desks are in like a cluster. They're facing each other all day.
Like in the
Like
office.
they're working on the
She's
same
hurt.
stuff.
She
She's
probably
hurt.
feels bad.
He feels so much sympathy.
He gets
all
her
this
coffee in the
time,
morning so that she
Gets her
doesn't have to walk
coffee.
across
She's
the
looking at him all day, remembering how handsome he is.
I should call her.
I know we all need it.
Maybe I should get her flowers.
Yes.
I think I think by the end of Goon Files, the show, period, I'm going to have made love with every single one of you via bond. at some point.
Yeah, you've gotten 1 out of 4.
Why
What?
become a handler if that's not
One
your goal?
down, 3 to go.
Been asking you to
Unless
handle me for
unless
years,
myself
Daddy.
with myself counts.
Woo-wee!
Challenge accepted.
It does.
It does,
So
yeah.
you got 2 out of 5.
Hello.
You hear the tone. Hello.
Ev, it's Olivia.
Liv, what? Why are you calling me from an unknown number? What is this?
Oh, well, suffice. Maybe it should.
Are you
suffice
at the
to-
bar again?
As much as I would love to say yes, no. Suffice it to say, I'm back in the field, and this phone
Back in the field? I didn't clear you for the field. What are you doing back in the field?
Ev, we're not married anymore. That's not your call.
You're right, Olivia. What can I do for you?
I need a favor.
You need a favor.
Yes.
All right, honey bunny, what do you need?
Oh dear.
Oh.
I think that's a little. Oh, that's a little much for her right now. I think she's a little like, okay. Well, it's a little bit of R&D work.
Oh, you need me to work?
I did say it was a favor, didn't I?
Oh my
All right,
God.
let me get another glass of scotch. And you hear like the phone kind of go down, and he steps away, and he comes back over. You hear like oh, fucking son of God, and he kind of comes back and he sits down and he goes,
Oh, down tree
"All right, Liv, what's up? What do you need looking into?"
So I'm looking for references wherever you can find them. This is going to be relevant to some encryption, I think. And she like just reads her notes to him. I just see if you can see if you can find any references in literature,
Okay.
history, whatever to and if you start feeling hungry as you're doing this, maybe just go get yourself a cheeseburger.
Was that code? Or
No, that
because
was.
you know I'm vegetarian now.
Are you? When did that happen?
Well, you know I'm trying to cut weight.
Got it. Okay.
Listen, you
So-
said that my beer gut wasn't attractive, so I'm trying to slim down a little bit for you.
Ev, a sedentary desk lifestyle isn't what humans were built for. But that is besides the point, and just as you are no longer my husband, I am no longer your wife, and my opinion on your physique shouldn't matter as much as it clearly still does.
Well, it shouldn't, but it does, doesn't it?
I guess so. Go and get yourself a portobello mushroom burger, extra rare.
Should I keep the light on?
Not tonight.
Ned writes down, not tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just look, I don't know who you're working for or what the turnaround time is, but just be careful, please. All right?
You know,
Please.
I always am.
Your definition of careful and my definition of careful are two very different things, Liv.
Boy, I was there when it started, but I feel like I got lost somewhere.
It's okay. It's okay, Trev. You can watch the VOD later. I just flopped my fan so hard the tassel came off.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look.
Oh no!
That's
Too
all
much
right.
sass.
Mm-hmm.
Too much sass.
I outsassed my fan.
Too much familiarity.
But yeah, so she's gonna give him all this information and hopefully see if maybe he can find something that ties it to something. I don't know what.
Right. All right, Liv. I'll let you know what I find. Am I calling this burner number?
Yes. Until further notice, please do. This is the best way to reach me.
All right. Otherwise, you're well.
About as well as one can be back in the field after 3 years out.
Yeah, you'll fall back into the groove of it.
I hope
Just
you're
takes
right.
a little time.
Thanks, Ev. Don't be a stranger, okay?
I won't.
Click.
Gee whiz.
I don't know what to do with myself.
I don't know.
Great, Olivia. Go ahead and give yourself a +1 to your bond with Ev.
What is the range of bonds? Like, what's the max and min?
What are you at right now?
10.
10 is the highest,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Give yourself 11.
Ooh.
Jiminy!
Give yourself
Jiminy.
one more. You're really improving it. Actually, we'll do this instead. Your bond with Ev was divorced.
Yeah, it probably wasn't great.
So what we will say now is that you are
Divorce.
your bond was divorced.
Sorry. This,
On a scale
the
of 1 to
field-
10, your bond was divorced.
So the field on my spreadsheet actually only takes integer values.
So what we will say is you're gonna erase the bond and you're gonna write Ev, because that's his toy name that you have for him, Ev.
Ooh. Well.
And then just write whatever you want to project it moving forward where you think it's heading, and let's
Yeah.
make that an 8 out of 10 right now.
Okay. I like that.
We'll say that
Eight
it's
feels
an
right.
8 out of 10 because it's progressing to a more intimate relationship than it was
Yeah.
prior. That's not saying that the bond can't go back to the prior place it was in, right?
Mhm.
So we'll say that
So
your +1 brings you to an 8.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
your relationship with your ex is the same as my current wife, so you're doing great.
Oh my lord. Oh
Lord
my
almighty.
gracious.
Maybe
Daphne-
maybe David should be making a phone call too. Hmm?
Yeah, probably
Oh, the
should
band's
have
back.
skipped that nap. Whoops.
Fire Mama says, David, talk to your wife. Tell your wife the truth, Kaplan. Daphne, you go to the ComSat phone, and what would you like to do?
I want to call Warren's house. It's
Oh, I bet you
probably.
do.
I sure do. It's probably dinner time. I'm assuming that he is cooking dinner and that JD will pick up the phone.
John.
Brr,
Dorian?
brr. Brr, brr. Hello?
Hey, bud. How's it
Oh.
going?
Hi, Daph.
How did
Hi-
your multiplication tables go?
Oh,
You know, I don't
mean-
think it's fair that they time you.
yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, they're fine.
How did
okay.
it go? What did you get on the quiz?
Got a 74.
All right. That's better than last time, right?
Well, yeah. Last time was a 54. So
Okay. Well, so that's better than last time. Okay. So did
It's
you?
always the 9s. I can never get the 9s right.
I know the 9s are really hard, and I think you should have all the time in the world to think about it. I don't think that they should time you guys. I think that's really unfair.
Well,
You know what? Just because your brain doesn't work as fast as everybody else, your brain is just more thorough. All right, you're gonna get the 9s.
Don't worry, kid.
got-
When you grow up, you will have a calculator in your pocket all the time.
That's right. It's 98. You didn't even know.
I did get an A in history though.
You did?
hmm
What she's doing in history right now?
Well, we were learning about World War One, and I did this Dad, what's that thing called? A diorama.
Oh
I
my
did this
gosh.
diorama. Yeah. And I did it I had this paper that moved in it, and yeah, the teacher's keeping it for
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You must have put a lot of work into that. I'm really proud of you. That's awesome.
Well, Dad helped me with it. But
Yeah, dads are supposed to help.
yeah. And you hear from off. Is that Daff? Is that Mrs. Brooke? Is that Mrs. Crook on the phone? Hold on. I'm getting. All right, hold. I'm coming.
Is he busy? Can I talk? Can I talk to him for a second?
Well, he's got 2 hands on the chicken that he's pulling out. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, he's still got chicken on his hands. Can you just go hold the phone up to his ear? I just want to say hi.
Sure.
Real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi, honey. Hi. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to touch base.
Yeah. What are we planning a picnic?
Not anymore because I am on a mission. I am actually out of town at the moment. I think I'll be gone for a couple of days. No worries.
Where are you?
I'm in Alabama. I didn't know I was going to be in
Why?
Alabama, or I would have called you. It's for a thing. It's for a new lead. It's
Okay.
totally
okay.
safe. Yeah. Just doing some research. I'm working with a team of researchers down here in Alabama. They needed my expertise with something, but I just wanted to touch base. Everything is fine. And are you okay? And how are things?
We're good, honey.
Okay. I'll call
You
you
know,
in a little bit.
You do this cute little thing every time that you every time you're worried, you start to string your sentences together and you start to leave little gaps in between the words. And I've started timing the longest gap in between. That one was 3 seconds. That was
Okay. All right. Well, since you got my number, I'll just say goodnight.
Okay.
And I'll try and call you tomorrow, but if I don't worry, all right?
Okay. Do you want me to tape Buffy?
Oh my god. Would you?
Yeah. I gotta go tomorrow and get another We're out of cassettes, but I'll go get another. I'll go get another a VHS tape.
You marry that
Oh
man.
my god. That's really going to give me something to look forward to when I come home. Also, did the diorama look really good? It sounded like the diorama was a smash.
Yeah, the diorama was fucking awesome, Daff.
All right, nice work. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Night.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
All right, good night.
Click.
Wow, what a step up!
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll just tape over my old wedding video.
Too soon.
And with that-
Inspiration for Daphne. Inspiration for Daphne.
Oh, thank you.
Daphne believes in life.
It's
after
for
love.
getting my life together. Thank you.
For some stellar parenting, Daff. Great. With that, we are going to take a quick break. At this point, we are going to do our fantastical giveaway. Daphne, aka Campbell, would you like to walk our watchers and listeners through what they're going to do?
Oh, I had an idea a minute ago. Oh,
And while you're thinking of that, I will just remind our listeners and our watchers what they are in the running for. We have these Gummy Shark awesome acrylic dice that you will be winning, as well as thanks
Don't
to
eat them.
Arcdream. Don't eat them. They're toxic.
But if you do eat them, don't eat the D20 because you'll have to roll a con check.
And you'll need that D20.
And you'll need the D20 to roll it, naturally.
Yeah. On the way out. Oh!
Hey.
Don't laugh. That was a bad joke. Don't laugh at that. And on behalf of Rachel Ivy and Arcdream Publishing, we have a PDF, a digital copy of the adventure that we are running, Operation Jack Frost, that you can win and you will have and you can run your friends through. So thank you, Arcdream, for that. Thank you, Rachel, for that. But yeah, what do you think,
So,
Campbell? What's the plan?
why don't we go with the most recent event? And why don't
Okay.
you go to our most recent post at Critical Fail DM on Instagram, which is a picture of those Gummy Shark dice and then Ned and then more dice, and comment the coolest school project that you ever did.
Oh, I like that.
Shout out to JD
Love that.
and his diorama.
Nice, good call.
Yes. Great. We will do that, and then we will be right back after this quick little ad break, and then getting right back into it. So don't go nowhere.
Yeehaw.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
And we're back. We are back. Thanks
Hi,
for
everybody.
sticking with us. Thanks for hanging around and doing what you had to do while we were gone. Campbell, would you be so kind as to announce the winner of our splendiferous giveaway?
I would be glad to. The dice have determined that tonight's winner, and I'll read their project first. We had to do a stall presenting work based on a subject we were studying. I was doing ancient Greece in my group,
Nice.
and my stepdad built me a whole fold-up stall made of wood from scratch. It was amazing.
That's
And
awesome.
And we were the only ones to make a makeshift stall. And that comes to us from Hexafire 95.
Hey.
Hexafire! Congratulations.
Oh my God, that's you.
Hooray!
Yes.
Congrats, friend.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Hexafire, you are the first winner of Jack Frost by Shane Ivy and Arcdream Publishing. We will be reaching out to you for your drive-through RPG kind of handle account in email, and I will be sending that to Rachel Ivy over at Arcdream Publishing, and she will be sending you a free copy via the digital link there.
Boy.
Okay? And then we will also ship you out these dice. So thank you for watching and thank you for following us.
Huzzah!
Great. We come back. Air is cold. Pretty chilly. And I should ask, does anybody else go to sleep?
Yeah, I guess. I imagine so. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what kind of training CIA operatives get. If it's similar to Navy SEALs, I think Olivia's probably able to fall asleep very quickly. But I think tonight she has a little trouble.
Okay.
I think she's like lying awake, you know?
Yeah.
A la Daphne and Diana in season 1, like.
Like Thunder Buddies for life. Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah.
I would after my phone call, I would go and like smoke a cigarette out of a like window or something, and then go back in like fucking freezing. And is it bunks like stacked up too high, or is it just a bunch of cots?
Yeah. Two.
I feel
they're
like
bunks.
David is fast asleep in a bottom bunk, and I would go get in the one above David.
right? We hear the sawing of logs underneath.
I'm a quiet sleeper.
Oh, he is. He's more of like a.
In season 1, at some point, he just fell asleep sitting up and then only woke up like when the conversation got interesting. He's only ever half asleep.
That's very funny. So you hop into bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Review my notes
Daddy?
for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'll just tuck in. Yeah, if it's been a weird day, so if everyone is just turning in for the eve, I think he goes underneath one of the bunks, like between the floor and the bottom bunk, and just makes himself a little nest under there. But other than that, yeah, he just goes to bed.
Haster the ghost says, David's a tactical bottom and Daphne's a power top. We all know this.
Wow. That
We know this to be true.
We all
Yes.
know this.
can't to be Pastor. That deserves a highlight. You're welcome, America.
God bless.
You all right
Made
there,
David
David?
Joke.
You.
It was such a great comment that it made me swallow my drink wrong.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. You sleep pretty well. You feel pretty calm as you're falling asleep. As you are sleeping, I'm sure your dreams are pretty, normal. They don't, they don't
See
have.
Campbell every day, right?
But I should say that you don't have any nightmares. There's no like any offsetting thing from what you guys just went through. Just what David said, the fucking cannibal moment. You don't actually have any nightmares. However, you are woken up. Where was that song I was looking for?
Stand by. Ned needs the tunes for the moment.
Sound design is a critical part of DMing.
I like that one. You do wake up. When outside, you hear this wailing noise that wakes you from your sleep. And suddenly, you look to the windows, and in this spasm, ice just freezes over the window and then goes back
What?
as the air outside is just swirling. You hear from the other room where the radios are, you hear people yelling and screaming in the researchers' room. As well as on the radios, you hear, oh my God, what the heck is going on? What do you do?
What's going on? Are we
it-
under attack?
Is it cold in this room? Did it get colder?
It got colder.
I'm pulling I'm pulling all the sheets off of my bed and then jumping down from the top bunk and running over to look out the window.
Okay. You run to look out the front window. And you look up and you see in the sky lightning. Those white lightning cracks that you read about in the original kind of like Weather Watcher thing that you got. You see the white lightning just streaking across the sky, as well as the borealis going wild.
I turn back, and I feel like I'm standing at the window with all my blankets back, and I turn back to everybody, and I go, "Hunker down, Jack Frost!"
Do you touch the window?
I mean, if it's narratively interesting, then yes.
My own personal safety be damned.
As you touch the window at that moment, Daphne, I need you to give me a dexterity save.
Oh, no! Oh,
Yeah.
golly. Okay. Oh, bless us, O Lord, for these thy dice.
Which we are.
Bless
about
us,
to-
O Lord, for these dice for we are about to roll.
That's an 81. What was I rolling?
X.
40. Over 40.
Okay. As your hands are on this window, you feel again the ice go across the window, and you take 2 points of damage. As when you pull your hands away, the tips of your fingers are frostbitten.
Oh, no! That's so bad.
Big Jasper reminds us that you do have inspiration, but if Ned says it's too late, then I would respect that.
I go with the story.
Yeah.
Hang on.
So you pull it back, and it's that it's not a lot. Like it's not the full tips of your fingers, but the skin on these areas of your fingertips are like gray.
Fuck.
And you I imagine you like touch them to your face, and they're ice cold.
Fuck.
You said, Ned, that we were hearing like voices and stuff coming over the radio.
Yeah.
I rush over to the radio, and I'm like, "Hey, anybody out there? Are you okay? What's going on?"
It's Mike. It's Lieutenant Mike Johnson. Does anybody read us?
David, I think going wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with your friend.
Does anybody read us? Over.
Yeah, I can read. I read. I learned how to read.
Ned!
Yeah, I'm
the
over
fucking
there with
guy with the
Teddy.
cowboy hat.
And then I think I'll just take it from fucking Teddy and be like,
Yeah, there
what
you
the
go.
fuck's going on?
Over.
David, I got guys who can't see, and I got other guys that are claiming that they can't. That they're taking their clothes off. They feel like it's 130 degrees. What the hell is going on out here?
Tell him to get inside.
Get the fuck inside. It's a cold flash.
But they were inside, and they're saying it's hot.
Get inside and burn something. I don't know what to tell you, man. Take cover. Stay warm.
What do we do? What's going on?
All right, grab your shit off your bed. What am I'm looking around for a storage closet or a bathroom or a really tight enclosed space with no windows.
So, here's the problem. The problem is that these structures are pop-up structures, right? They're built to be able to be built anywhere in a short amount of time. Daphne, give me a. You don't have to give me a roll. You would deduce that.
I'm right now rolling as I Google when were hot hands invented.
You would deduce that the safest place would be in the centermost of the entire structure.
All right.
That so happens to be where the researchers are gathered. So the research room with all the panels and everything and all of the papers that they've gathered so far, that is the warmest point away from the walls. It is the centermost area.
Okay. Y'all, grab your shit. Let's hunker down. Circle up in here. And I'm going to try and guide everybody in there.
Okay,
Grab anything flammable on your way.
Everything's
So you-
flammable if you try hard enough. He says
With frantically.
yeah.
Web Thespian says, "Anyone got a George Foreman?
Oh my lord.
Anybody got a panini press?"
Is there a camping stove or something in here? If this is like a pop-up structure?
Give me a search. Give me a search roll.
Liv's just gonna start.
I will say that. Sorry, go ahead, Olivia. Yeah.
She's just gonna start grabbing blankets off the cots. Just all
Right.
the like blankets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that as you get into the room, you see Dr. Bimmel and a couple of the other researchers are like wrapped in blankets, and they're like,
This is what happened the first night. It's happening again. This is
Were
very
you-
interesting.
Very interesting. Were you in here? Were you in here the first time this happened?
Well, the first time this happened, we weren't even here. We didn't establish anything, but
That's what I thought. I mean, how do we know that this structure is going to hold?
Well, I don't, but so far the thermometer on the wall there only says 10 degrees Celsius. So
Yeah, well, okay. Everybody, all you sciencey kind of folk, here's what we're gonna do, all right? So, heat wants to equalize, so it's always gonna go from the place of high pressure systems to place of low pressure system. Currently, every fucking where is a low pressure system. We're the only high pressure one, so we're just gonna make a big pile of ourselves, so everyone get comfortable. My name's Teddy, and we're all just gonna hug up on each other till it gets warm, and we're gonna pretend like the HQ is one big tauntaun, and we're just gonna snuggle until the morning comes. Okay, now everybody snuggle up.
And I thought they smelled bad. On the
"On
outside.
the outside." Oh, great. Great. You guys do so, and Dr. Bimmel's the only one that doesn't sit down. And you see her, and she's standing up, and she's writing. She's like, "It's incredible. It happens in increments." And she's looking out the window as she sees the flashes of lightning, and she sees the wind swirling. It's incredible. It makes perfect sense.
Bimmel,
Daphne!
Yeah.
Daphne, tell me what you see out the window.
Oh, okay, I'll run back over to the window.
Don't leave the cuddle pile.
What are you, crazy? Don't leave the cuddle pile. You'll die.
You'll die.
Give me a search roll, Daphne.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I rolled exactly my search.
Great.
Okay.
You notice at that moment, you're wary. You don't keep your hands on the window anymore, but you see the lightning and the flashes and the cyclone of air and the borealis is directly over Willis.
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, like, over Willis.
I'll turn back.
The center point is that area that's like.
Bimmel.
So if we go back to the map, just so everybody in the stream can really get a good handle on what we got. Get it? See what the handle? Get a good handle. We see Willis is pretty close to the center of that circle, that epicenter. Now it is. The center is dead center on that map. You can see. But you see it from where you are in the Weather Watcher HQ. You look over to Willis and you see it occurring over Willis. Go ahead, Daph.
I just turn back from the window and say, Bimmel, we're in it now. And I'm going to go and try and grab her and pull her into this circle with us. And I'm going to like throw a blanket over her.
And she's like, but I have.
I know. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Great. So you guys all hunker down and you guys can try to.
Yeah. I think we're all sitting with our knees pulled up to our chest, everybody with blankets around them, shoulder to shoulder in the like research center.
And throw a bunch of flammable shit in a pile in case it gets cold enough that we want to start a fire indoors.
Oh, and hot hands was invented in 1923. Everybody take a hot hand.
Nice.
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 So everybody's got a hot hand.
And I'm hiding my frostbitten fingertips.
For the first 15, 20 minutes, it's cold and the warmth is working really well. You guys are feeling cozy and snug with each other, and you're doing what you have to do to stay warm. Over the next 20 or 30 minutes, it starts to get warmer.
Oh no. No.
And it starts to feel warmer.
I feel a little hot under the collar. Anybody else getting that?
No,
After about
Teddy.
an hour, it feels like it's summer.
I don't know, Dav. It's
No,
pretty-
Teddy.
It's hot in here. Shit.
Yeah, I think I'd look at the doc and be like, Doc, are we good? Temps all right? Like, before it got super hot.
I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Oh my god! And she unbuttons her blouse and she takes like her like top off and she's like,
No, Bemmel.
she stands
no.
up and she's like moving and she's like, look at the thermometer. It says 33 degrees Celsius.
Does it?
Yes, look, it's hot.
Has gotten rather peaky. Maybe that's why all these bodies didn't freeze the way you thought they would, because it went back and forth from hot and cold so fast.
Is everyone like sweating too?
Yeah, everybody's hot.
What does it look like outside?
Yeah.
You look outside.
Palm trees.
Hula dancers.
Yeah, there's
Suckling pegs.
there's a lady with a lei ready for you. You look outside, and the storm has centralized over Willis.
Okay, we're just in the middle of it. I think is why it's
And
getting
everything
Ooh,
else around you doesn't look like it's getting hit by the storm anymore. Yet you're getting hotter.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Let's ride it out. I say ride it out. It could get freezing again in any second. Does everybody want to get naked?
No!
No!
Hold hands. Hold hands.
That's good,
Hold
that's
hands.
better.
Do not let go of your buddy's hand. Do not let them get away from you.
Yeah, we'll just ride it out, okay, until the storm passes. Everyone hold hands. Good idea, Daff.
Campbell, did you just say hold hands?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
As you hold each other's hands, you guys feel a little bit cooler. You feel like your temperature isn't continuously rising. You don't feel like it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. You feel like you guys have kind of hit a plateau.
What's going on? It's like our bond
Wait.
of friendship is seeing us through the worst of these temperamental conditions.
But you see each other
Like
and
he
you're
says,
like,
holding two strangers' hands.
yeah, and he's sweating, right? Like you've got like beads of sweat, your shirt is drenched, and you're just like, I just imagined Teddy saying that, like sweating and like crazy eyes. And you hear over the radio screams. Screams of pain and terror. Those that I will not emulate because your imagination is far more terrifying than what I can create.
It's probably fucking too late, but I'll grab like Daphne and be like, give me your fucking phone.
All right.
And I'll like rip it out of her hand and then call myself real quick. So
Yeah.
it would be going to Mike.
Yeah. David,
Just fucking hold each other's hands. I don't know. Touch each other.
listen,
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
listen, I'm in the shower. I got the water running. On full cold, but it's
Fucking get everyone in there with you, Mike. Get them all in there.
You hear that the radio waves, it sounds like they were fried, right? Like it sounds like it's so hot as it's getting that like even the radio waves are being interferenced with. But he said that he was in the shower unit and that he had the water running on full cold, like he was like he was doing everything that a trained SEAL would do.
Yeah, he'll just like be screaming into the phone for like a couple more seconds, like Mike, and then
Such good drama.
And then I think he'll just fucking like sit back down and just like stare at it and just
Give me a sanity roll for helplessness and trauma.
Whew, that's a 9.
All right.
Great. You take no damage. You've lost a lot of people in the field, and you've dealt with trauma like this, but I think deep down you have a feeling that Mike has been through worse, and he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it through.
I'll reach over and gently take my phone out of your hand and hold your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he
Come
like
on.
barely even like he just like goes along with it, but barely acknowledges what's happening.
I just bring him back to the circle.
Can everybody give me a quick sanity roll for the fact that it's getting colder and then hotter and then colder, and there's no explanation as to why that's happening?
Oh yeah, sure.
No problem. Of course.
I missed one. I'm sorry.
Why not?
59 under 68.
No, okay.
Okay. Oh no.
66 over 56.
50 under 67.
40 under 61.
Okay, great.
Oh wow.
Okay, we're gonna get you through a Goon Files one of these seasons.
One of these. You almost died in Fulminate.
I think the only way that it's mathematically possible is if my sanity score is 101.
Kay, do you have advantage? No.
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 Okay.
I spent my inspiration.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to give me one really quick.
Nah. I'm
Okay,
dropping the
too
gavel
late.
on a crit fail. You take full sanity damage. That's
Oh.
4 points of sanity damage on that roll.
Okay.
I hereby
can't drop-
decree
You
4
drop the
points of
gavel when I'm
sanity
the one holding
damage.
it. Clunk. I need a squeaky one. I feel like I need a squeaky gavel. No.
It squeaks when you bang it. That's what she said.
Oh boy. okay.
Jesus. Oh Lord.
4 points, you say. Lovely.
I remember. Oh God! Hans, Kate, oh, the betrayal! Kay has disadvantage.
Oh
now.
my
monster.
god!
Vicious.
Honestly, give me
Oh,
love.
vicious.
Advantage.
Lord.
All right, I'll hold on to that. I'll use that on my next D100 roll. You monster.
All right, they're coming for
As-
you now, Ned.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
GM disadvantage.
too,
we have a
Nedley.
K disadvantage and a GM disadvantage.
Okay. All right. I see how this is playing out.
Hans, Kate, love you too, you monster.
I got inspo still.
And then all is quiet.
Oh, quick question. This sanity roll, how does helplessness adapted work? Because I do have a point in helplessness adapted. Does that change anything?
Yeah. So I have to look into it a little bit more, but I believe that it's once you get 3, you wipe away the 3 marks and then you go on to something else, and it lessens the amount of it lessens whether you take a sanity roll to certain things.
I see. Okay.
So,
So
if you
for
find
now,
yourself in a helpless situation, I would tell the other 3 to roll a sanity roll, but you wouldn't. Does that make
Got it.
sense? Because
so
you're
later on,
adapted
perhaps,
to
but
it.
right now, no.
Okay.
So it's like it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because
Yeah.
like you have to sustain the sanity damage to get that helplessness adaption and the violence adaption. But like David, for example, right, is pretty adapted to violence. But that's because he's a trained killer, right? So that's how he gets adapted to the violence, but still brutality in certain cases, he still takes sanity damage for those sorts of things. He still has to roll for that. Let's peek behind the rules curtain.
I'm almost adapted to violence. One more and I will be.
Yep. It's suddenly quiet. The air feels back to room temperature as you and your friends are gathered together with these strangers, clothes ripped off, huddled together, kind of holding each other's hands, shaking a little bit. Time is yours.
We made it. Gee, shoot.
All right.
Everyone okay? Or as okay as we can be?
Is everybody accounted for?
I
Yes,
think
all the
so.
researchers are here. Yes.
Should we make? It seems like everything's quietening down. Should we go make sure everybody else is okay too?
I don't know. Perhaps the less that the border knows, the better.
Right.
I don't even know if they survived.
Well, let's go find out.
I think I'm going to stay here for a moment if it's quite all right with you.
Sure, but you go right ahead, Doctor. I'm sure you got a lot of important scientific data to go over at the most, so that's just fine.
Here, why don't we get you some tea or something, and I'll take a little walk with Bemmel away from this, and I'm gonna be like, "You got anything for this?" And I'll show her my frost bitten fingers.
Oh my goodness! How did you? Did you go inside? What happened? How did you?
I just touched the window.
Oh goodness! Come with me. Come with me.
And she takes you into like kind of the lab, kind of the morgue area, the hermetically sealed area. And she calls the other doctor, whose name
Is
Engelberg Humperdinck.
of the Newport Humperdinck.
No,
Of the Newport
of the
Humperdinck.
prophecy Mothmans.
God fucking damn it. Dempsey.
Mm-hmm.
So Dempsey comes over, and Dr. Dempsey comes over and is like, "Oh my god, that's frostbite. How did you get frostbite?"
I just touched the window while the storm was going by.
Oh god. Well, let's. All right.
This is gonna be quite painful. Let's
Is
see
this
if we
gonna
can
like
do.
spread?
Well, if we don't treat it, yeah.
All right, let's treat it.
Okay. and I actually have to look this up. I'm not actually familiar with how you would treat frostbite. I think it has to be removed.
If it's like,
Right.
well, it depends on how bad it is. Yeah, I mean,
Treatment. I feel like it has to get pretty bad before you have to.
the answer is either just let it heal or remove the finger. So, unless
Let's see. Treatable by a medical professional, doesn't require lab tests or imaging, can last several days or weeks. It's very rare, fewer than 20,000 cases per year. Yeah.
Rewarming of the skin is the first line of defense. If the skin hasn't been rewarmed already, your doctor will rewarm the area using a warm water bath for 15 to 30 minutes, according to mayoclinic.org.
Okay, great. So
Daphne, you want to put your hands against my belly? That'll warm you up.
So right, come with me. And they usher you into like kind of the shower area, and they turn the shower on and they like crank it to hot, and it's ice cold at first. It's like actually they turn it on and it's already like it comes out like boiling at first. It comes out like and you see the steam, and she puts her hand and she goes, "Ah, that was really fucking hot." And then she like kind of turns it all the way over to cold, and it like is hot, and you see the steam for about like 5 minutes, and then it kind of gets to like a normal temperature all the way on cold. And she like puts her hand under, and she's like, "This doesn't make any sense, but it's warm now. You can warm your hands."
All right. And I'll just do that.
Yeah. And you sit there and you warm your hands, and after a bit of time, you see like some dead skin like on the tips of your fingers, but it's starting to come back.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of feeling though.
Also,
because
also according to Mayo Clinic, the rewarming process is very painful, and the injury needs to be loosely wrapped with sterile like gauze or sheets afterwards.
Mhm. So I think she's just like toughen it out. And as I'm sitting there, I'm just replaying this phone call that I just had with Warren, where I was like, "I'm safe, everything's fine," and I'm just sitting there like, and because I can't even feel it, and I'm just I'll reach over and just like rub some of the dead skin off, and just think about like, don't let me have told a lie.
Yeah. Great. Anything else?
That's me for right now.
So it seems like things are calming down outside. What's it look like outside? The temperature in here has stabilized somewhat. Yeah. What's it look like outside?
Looks pretty stable. It looks like it feels in here. You don't see any more storm. I will say that it's only like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So you're looking out, and the sun isn't really fully up yet. So you're kind of looking through dawn, and trying to make out. Give me a search roll.
Yes, 61 under 64.
You would deduce that it seems to be okay now.
I'll go over to Kaplan. It seems like it's calming down out there. You want to go try and find your man?
Yeah. Can I check? Do I know if the radio was working still, or if it was down?
You can go check now, see if it's working.
Yeah, I think when Teddy was going outside, that's what I would have made my way to do.
Great, you do so, and it's going through. There's feed.
So, is there any like other researchers or anything in that room, or is it just empty for now? Or
everybody's in that room.
Okay, then I'll just ask them if like they heard from the border. But you guys,
we haven't.
Sorry, you guys hear from the border?
One of the researchers is like, I didn't hear anything
once the screaming stopped. But that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I
pop
guess
be
in.
different.
You better pop into a new dialect. You better pop right in and pop right out. All right.
we should probably go check it out then, for research purposes.
Yes, well, it's. I just hope they are alive.
I'll go with you, David. Ain't no way I'm getting back to sleep after the night we just had.
And then, bam! One of the doors opens,
Wow.
and Major Farrell comes in and is like, "Well, it's good to see you sons of bitches are all right.
You made it, Farrell. You're alive.
By the
What's
skin
going
of
on
my
out
fucking
there?
teeth, Teddy. By the skin of my fucking teeth.
Teeth don't have skin.
Where's that son of a bitch?" And he's
Which
looking
one?
around. He's looking for. He's like, and he has his gun drawn.
Whoa. Uh-oh. What's going? Whoa. Okay. Well, slow down now.
Where
Why
is
don't
he?
you-
Where's
why-
Harris?
Why don't you catch us up to speed, Farrell?
I'm as in the dark as you guys are. I need to know where that Agent Harris is.
I don't know. We just been here. What happened?
And you see at the far end of the room, the area that is like leading into the AFOSI's like desk area where they've set up. The door opens and Agent Harris walks out.
There he is.
Hey,
And Farrell,
Harris, run!
Warning!
warning! Farrell points his gun directly at Harris, and Harris draws his gun and points it directly at him.
Oh, boy.
And two like rescue guys, like the blue flag guys, come in and they have guns and they point them, and AFOSI agents come out and they're pointing at each other, and you guys are in a true Mexican standoff.
Wow.
And that is where we will leave off today.
Whoa! Gee whiz.
Wowee!
That was
just-
cool. That was
yeah.
a fun one. I was nice at the top to like slow down a little bit and do a little character stuff, and then ramp it up in the back half. That was fun, Ned.
Thank you.
Gee whiz.
So we are
Fun.
caught in the middle of a true standoff between Agent Farrell and his blue fly paratroopers, our lovely Jeff Bridges, and Javier Bardem and his
Gee whiz,
AFOSI
what a
agents,
handsome standoff.
Jeez
as
Louise.
they are like,
Right?
as and I imagine it's just like, put the gun down, you put the fucking gun down. They're like screaming at each other. It's like something right out of Reservoir Dogs that me and Trevor love so much.
Say the fucking words.
Say the fucking words. I'm gonna be
Now-
fucking
Now, team, what day is it? Is next week our
Next week
off?
is our week off. Yes,
Yes.
indeed. And that is not an April Fool's joke. We are going to be taking a mid-season break next weekend. And so then we will pick up on the 8th of April.
Following Monday, yes.
Monday the 8th.
Hexfire says that's illegal.
Yes.
The schedule on our Twitch profile, I updated that the other day, so it is up to date.
Thank you.
When in doubt, just check the schedule. It is accurate as best we know.
Now remember, that is we are gonna bless you, Campbell. We are gonna have next week off, but that means that we are going an extra week. So we have an episode on the 29th of April. That will be our true final episode. So we're dropping a week next week so that we can get one later on.
Yeah.
Right. And that too is reflected in the schedule. So
Yes, indeed.
check the schedule.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody take a week off next week.
I know. We've all been through a lot. Everybody take a
Everybody
week
have
off.
have a relax.
Have a relax.
Take a nice room temperature shower.
We're back.
Hi everyone.
Hi, bye.
Sorry about that. We had
Yes,
a
we're back.
crash.
we're back just in time to say good night.
Good
we love
night.
you. Be safe, everyone.
We had to
listen.
do a proper sign off before we
Yeah,
take
We
our
did.
off.
We did have to do a
That's
proper
That's
sign.
true, that's true.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Arc Dream Publishing and Shane Ivey and Rachel Ivey, and the wonderful story that they created here at with Delta Green, with the awesome game that they created, as well as the story Jack Frost, which is a Team Majestic run profile mission. Congratulations, Hexifier. You're going to get the digital copy of that. We'll reach out to you for the information so that we can send that to you, as well as the dice. And thank you all for joining us and having fun with us tonight. Tune in next week. See, I got you. Tune in the following week, not April 1st, the following week, 2 weeks, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 7 of Goon Files, Season 2, Operation Frostbite. And until then, you can catch us tomorrow night with the Baldur's Boys
Baldur's
as we
Boys
come
will be
running back in town. And until then, please stick around. We're going to raid a friend, Latinos Against Spooky Shit. He's doing some Helldivers fun. But until then, take your sanity checks and your evenings with advantage.
Good night.
Bye-bye, friends.
Bye-bye.